Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And an alley to run. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this one complete to Smith. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
Again, the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
180.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
319. Watch the run. Watch the run. Tight dog. 319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You got 58. Hey, Haywood.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
319. Watch a slack. Watch a slack. 52 is the mic right here, over there. Hey, Mike. 52 is the mic. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy. Hey, Echo. 319.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
I'm going to come back to you.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Run. Hey, switch gears. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A toss to Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Check one. Check. We are going. Sponge. 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 No.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Let's get it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Over here. Here we go. Hatch it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little leaguer there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Alert, 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 alert. 53. Hey, Zoo. 53.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Sack City, baby.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in the second week of the regular season. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Time to go, night. 52, check, 52. Inside. Watch the screen. 52. Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get up near the at the 44. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, award 33.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken very short. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come to my work. Box it. Right here. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I got one.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a big play that time for the Packers. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just out. They'll run it with Jones. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go, D. 6, get right. 6, go. Out. Flip it down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Check 52.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. The open man is Smith. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
56, come on.
First down.
20 right.
Mayfield on first down. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
20, 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Pistol.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield, flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and that'll make it third down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 28.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
50. Hey, you block over here. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
10. Hey, wahoo! Hey, Mike 52. Watch the run. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Here we go.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mayfield off the play fake. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers throwing here. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw is Rodgers. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Vikings back into their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.